Hi everybody! In part one of this orientation video, I'm going to show you how we're going to be using Blackboard throughout this semester. So when you log into Blackboard, you're actually going to be brought to the announcements page. At the start of every week, I'm actually going to post announcements in there and reminders of what's coming up for that week. These also get directly emailed to your NECC email address, so please make sure you are checking that on a regular basis. The first announcement will tell you to come to this Read Me First section. And the Read Me First section, you're going to find a lot of useful information for you throughout the semester. So in the first welcome section, you'll find a little bit of an overview of the different portions that you'll find in Blackboard. So we're really going to use this as an administrative site. It's going to be a wonderful reference for you throughout the semester. It's going to have reminders, like I had mentioned in the announcements, of all test, quiz, and homework dates. You'll find the syllabus, you'll find a detailed calendar and schedule, and you'll also find some wonderful resources as well. One of those resources is what I call Professor Quinn example videos. These are videos where I actually walk you through various examples that are in your textbook to show you how to solve them properly. They're done in YouTube, so all you have to do is click on the link in that Professor Quinn video. If you're struggling with a certain topic, please make sure to come here. I might be covering the exact exercise that you're working on, or I might be covering the topics that you're struggling with. So definitely come here and take a look. Under the discussions link in Blackboard, you will find 2 discussion posts that are available to you throughout the entire semester. So the first one is called Have a Question. So if you're sitting there trying to do your homework, and again, this is only for homework, not for quizzes or test questions, but if you're trying to do your homework and you're really stuck and you've watched the Show Me How videos in Cengage Now, you've watched my Professor Quinn example videos, it's really late at night, I won't be able to get back to you right away, you can actually post your question here to your classmates. So maybe one of your classmates is working on the same problem and they might be able to help you out. So you can definitely post your question here. Also, I ask you to still send me an email just in case there isn't somebody available in the class to actually respond to your question. I want to make sure you get your question answered. And if you're working on an assignment and you feel like you really have a solid understanding of the material, pop in here, take a look, see if maybe you could help out one of your classmates. The second discussion post that's available to you throughout the semester is called A Piece of Advice. So throughout the semester, you might find that there's a certain study tool or the practice sets or the Professor Quinn example video, something that you find that's really helping you in the course to be successful. Share that with your classmates. And if you're struggling with the class or you want to see what might be working for your classmates, pop in here and see what might be working for them. In terms of email, I have disabled the Blackboard email feature here. The reason I do that is that it only lives in Blackboard. It doesn't actually get emailed into my inbox. And I like to get back to my students as quickly as possible. So please just use my normal email address that's included in the syllabus to get in touch with me, or you can email me through Cengage Now, which I'll show you in part 2 of this orientation video. All of your grades for the semester will be located under the My Grades tab. Every quiz, test, and homework assignment grade will be posted here. So there are 8 important tasks that you need to get started in the course. So you're going to want to watch our 2 orientation videos, so one on Blackboard, one for Cengage Now. You're then going to want to read through the syllabus below. You'll then read and print out the calendar and the homework, quiz, and test schedule. They have all of the due dates and times for each assignment, quiz, and test. So this is extremely important when you are trying to stay on track with your assignments. You're then going to want to sign and date the syllabus agreement form and submit it to me. This is actually your first graded homework assignment. You'll then take the Syllabus Scavenger Hunt quiz. This is also a graded homework assignment, and just a way to double check to make sure you didn't miss out on any of the important course policies, procedures, and grading information. You will then introduce yourself to the class and respond to at least 2 of your classmates' introductions using the discussion link that is provided below. You'll then want to click on the Cengage Now link that's provided on the left-hand side of this screen and follow the instructions given to get registered into Cengage Now. This Cengage Now link also provides you with several purchasing options, so please make sure to take a read of that. And then you're going to do the first 3 assignments in Cengage Now that are pretty short and sweet. So again, you'll find the syllabus here that includes all of the grading policies, all of the policies that we have for the college and for our class. You will find a printable calendar. So the printable calendar includes all of the due dates for every assignment. The first 2 weeks are a little bit busier than the rest of the semester. So the next week, our first full week, you have the Chapter 2 assignments that are due and a quiz on Chapter 2. The following week, it's Chapters 3 and your first test. After that, for the remaining chapters, Chapters 4 through 9, you have 2 full weeks to complete those assignments. So for example, for Chapter 4, you have starting on September 22nd all the way to October 4th to complete those assignments. I, however, cannot stress enough the importance of working on these assignments during the week that you technically do not have anything due. If you wait until the last minute to do these assignments, you will never get them all done at the time. So don't put yourself in a bad position. Work on those assignments at a time and day that works best for you. I know that a lot of you that are taking online classes are doing that because you work full-time, you have families, things like that. So that is why I give you a lot of time to complete your assignments. If nighttime works better for you or weekends work better for you, you have the ability to do that. So for Chapters 4 through 9, you have 2 full weekends available to work on those assignments. So take that time to do that. You can also get ahead in the class. So if you know you have a busy week coming up, you can get ahead with your assignments as well. Also included in here is a detailed homework, quiz, and test schedule. At the top, you'll find some very important reminders, so please make sure to read through those. And then you will see when every assignment becomes available to you, when it is due, how many attempts you have available to you, and any overall assignment score that is required to move forward. So you'll notice that every homework assignment is a prerequisite for the next homework assignment. Meaning, for example, for the Chapter 2 lecture assignment, Part 1, you have to receive a 72.5% or better on that assignment in order for the Chapter 2 homework assignment, Part 1, to open. And that goes throughout the entire semester. Also, for your quizzes and tests, those become available to you, again, notice, starting on the first day of class here, which I'm opening a little early on September 4th. So in order to get, for example, quiz number 1, Chapter 2 to open, you have to have received a 72.5 or better on the Chapter 2 homework assignment, Part 2. Once you have achieved that minimum requirement, quiz number 1 on Chapter 2 will come available to you, as well as the Chapter 3 lecture assignment, Part 1. There's no minimum score required on quizzes and tests. All of that information is provided to you right up here under those important reminders. Again, in the syllabus, you'll find a lot of information regarding test dates, grading, college-wide policies. One thing to note is that, again, each homework assignment is a prerequisite for your next assignment, quiz, or test. If you would like to take the assignment over, even if you've received a 72.5 or better on your first attempt, you can do that. The highest grade you receive on each assignment will count as your grade for the course. However, please note that only attempts that are submitted by the due date and time will count towards your final grade. Also, I understand that sometimes things can get busy. You might have missed an assignment. You might run out of time to complete an assignment. So that means I allow for each of you to have 2 extensions on assignments during the semester. This does not apply to the quizzes or the tests, only to the lecture and the homework assignments. Also, that's 2 extensions on 2 assignments, meaning that each extension grants you a 24-hour extension on 1 assignment. For example, the Chapter 2 homework assignment, Part 1. The extensions do not grant you 24 hours on an entire chapter's worth of extensions. So if you need all of Chapter 2, you don't have enough extensions to cover all of the Chapter 2 assignments since there's 4 assignments. So please use those wisely. In order to receive the extension, you must email me prior to the due date and time of the assignment and you will automatically be granted that 24-hour extension. So you can email me at 11:45 p.m. and that will give you that 24-hour extension to finish that assignment. Please remember that this is a fully online course, so doing your homework really is essential to you learning the material. Take advantage of those lecture assignments. They're basically like mini face-to-face lectures. So you'll hear a little bit about the information, the terminology, you'll get some examples. Those are so very important. Any assignment that you submit late, meaning it was not submitted by the due date and time and you did not request an extension, you will not receive credit for that assignment. However, you still have to complete the assignment with an overall grade of a 72.5% or better in order to move on to the next assignment. This is done specifically for the fact that this is an online class. So if you miss an assignment, you're missing all of the practice related to that topic and those learning objectives. So I still want you to be able to get that information and understand it before you move on so that you'll do okay on the quizzes and the exams. Once you've read through the syllabus, you're going to come down here, click right here where it says Syllabus Agreement Doc. You are going to type in your name and the date, save it to your computer, and upload it by clicking on where it says Syllabus Agreement Form. All of the directions are located right here. You will then click here to take the syllabus scavenger hunt quiz, and then you'll click in here to introduce yourself to your classmates, and it will also be available for you to respond to at least 2 of your classmates' introductions. Again, over here under the Cengage Now link, that's where you'll find the link to log into our course and what your textbook purchasing options are. So read through those carefully. If you're waiting for a book voucher or your next paycheck in order to buy the book, you can get a 14-day free trial. So no matter what, you can still get logged in to the course, access the course material, and get started in the class. Here again are those Professor Quinn example videos. So you'll see that there are several videos per chapter, and I've indicated either which exercise I'm covering that matches your textbook or what covers the same topics as an exercise in your textbook. So there's several videos per chapter, and definitely take advantage of those. Here you'll find those discussion posts, and under the My Grade tab is where you'll find all your grades for the course throughout the semester.